Hey everybody, it's Squeakerwood HCG coming to you on, have to look, Sunday morning. It's 12:15 and Steph's Universe, if you have not already seen it, Steph's Universe and I met today. I thought my husband's supposed to be home. He said it's 6, so we went and met at 5:30. And I thought, oh, I won't be there very long. We were there from 5:30, had coffee until 10. So it was awesome, but I had coffee. I am not a sleeper anyway, so I am about to take me a little Advil or whatever PM, because otherwise I'm going to be up till 4:30 a.m. again. So I wanted to let you know I got up this morning to 132.7. I was happy about that. But what was so weird was yesterday I was 133, just 0.3 higher. And my body fat on my scale was 26 and my water was 53. And today it was like 27 point something and 52 point, So it was a little bit, my numbers were a little bit off from yesterday to today. I'm sorry. So anyway, I am on day 3, I believe, of my P3. And I'm still debating on what I want to do because I still don't know yet. I feel so much better. Feel so much better with the fat. I think my body was just in a bad way. It's kind of a strange thing, but I'm debating. I talked to Stephanie about what you do whenever you're that close, 5, 7 pounds or whatever, to the number that you want to be. And I don't know, I'm just going to kind of see how this works and kind of what goes on and all of that sort of stuff, because I do want to get there. But I'm not going to abuse myself. So that's not a good idea either. When Steph and I met, we had this, it was so weird because we're in this coffee place and there's chairs everywhere that are open. And her daughter comes and sits, we're sitting on this little couch. They probably think we're some couple. But we're sitting on this couch and we're talking, and I keep putting my cell phone like this so her daughter sits here. She gets up to go get a cup of coffee, and this guy comes and sits across from us, and he sits there for probably 3 hours. And I mean, he acts like he's looking at his phone. He'll look at it and he'll kind of laugh and kind of look like he's reading something. And then he gets up and walks off and comes back. And it's just the craziest thing. I don't know what he was doing. I'm sorry, I have a hair or something in my eye. So anyway, it was just fun. I enjoyed that. I am so looking forward to the Vegas trip. I think that's going to be so much fun and laugh and have a good time. And so, but I'm so excited about being able to meet with Miss Stephanie, because I've never met anybody on HCG myself, and so it's kind of cool she and I talked HCG, truly. I mean, we'd talk about other little things for a minute and we'd go right back to talking about HCG and how our lives are, and being fat, being skinny, going back, what it does, how you feel, and it's so cool to talk to somebody that's done it for met their goal. I mean, everything's happened, but to get insight on the feelings and where you go and how we're going to stay at goal, or what the plan is, because I think coming out of that, the biggest thing is having a plan. What am I going to do? And when we fail to plan, then it's going to go down the toilet, and we don't want to go down the toilet. And speaking of Miss Sweet 15, no more ice cream. I watched you. I just love you to pieces. And, things happen. So we just have to get get our head wrapped around it, and what are we going to do, and how are we going to go forward. So I think that is so important for all of us, wherever we are, if we're in P2, P3, wherever we are. And the other thing is Steph and I also talked about that is so awesome is that we talked about the weighing thing and the not weighing and what comes out of that in P3 by not weighing is, and you know, I've talked about this before, but it was just really good, you know, that we just kind of can spiral out of control, and we don't want to be out of control. I don't. Anyway, I guess that's about it. I just wanted to come in and say, hey. I love you girls so very much. Before I go, what did I eat today? Oh, I ate bacon, uncured bacon, and was it Donna Simon? Oh, ask what kind. There's applewood, and there's several different kinds. And at just the regular grocery store, I think it is it Oscar Mayer Selects uncured. And whenever they cure bacon, usually they cure it in sugar, and whenever it has the nitrates in it and all of that, it has been soaking and slathering in sugar. So if we're trying to stay away from sugar, then that's why you do the no nitrates and uncured bacons. And if you're going to do deli meats or anything like that, Boar's Head, I understand, has one of the best that you get from the deli, but usually if it's packaged, it's got a lot of sugar in it. And the other thing that I was thinking, and that we discussed a little bit, and I talked to a woman in the grocery store. I was in there yesterday getting some heavy cream. Heavy cream has 0 carbs, 0 sugar. It's got fat, so you can't have very much of it. But the lady was buying a sugar-free creamer, the liquid. And, you know, I talked to everybody, of course. And so I picked one up, and I was looking at it, and she asked me, we just started talking. I said, you do know that the first ingredient in sugar-free creamer is corn syrup. Yeah, isn't that crazy to think that it's corn syrup and sugar-free? So you think as a diabetic, or you're trying to lose weight, you think, well, I'm doing sugar-free, and it's got corn syrup as the first ingredient. Is that not the craziest thing ever? So the other day, Lynn mentioned about reading the labels, and it's so important. Everything in a box has sugar in it. Macaroni and cheese has sugar in it. It's just crazy. Anyway, so I listened to MJ and Katie Lee and Lynn. She had some words to say today. Very true, though. Very, very good. I so appreciate that. You know, I think for myself, you know, we don't ever want to get our toes stepped on, and we don't want to step on anybody else's toes. But, you know, what are we here for? What do I come here for? I come here to share my thoughts, my feelings. Be accountable is the major thing. So if I come here myself to be accountable, then you know what? Everybody has their opinion, and I've had some things said to me that at first, you know, it's kind of like, that hurt my feelings, but you know what? I appreciate whenever someone will tell you, you know what? You are more than a number on a scale. You are something that God created as a beautiful person. And I think about that in all of you. God has put us here and created us for a special reason and a purpose. And I need to do that 3 things that you might not know about me. I can do this. That's exciting stuff. But there's a couple things that I have a heart for homeless people, And I believe all of the hardships in my life were not to a curse on myself, but it makes me who I am so I can reach other people, and that means more to me than anything. I don't like to leave rolls and bread and food in a restaurant. I like to wrap it up in a napkin and take it with me, and I throw it in the parking lot under the trees so the birds can eat it. Because I don't like for anybody or anything to go without food. I take all of my food that I'm not going to eat, and I put it under a bridge. I volunteer with CASA, which is a court-appointed special advocate for children. I volunteered doing that for a long, long time. I volunteer with BACA, which is Bikers Against Child Abuse. I did children's ministry forever. And I always say I don't like little kids. But I've always done children's ministry kind of things because I was an abused child, and I've had every kind of abuse that someone could withstand. I've had sexual, mental, physical, emotional, verbal, every kind of abuse that you could do. I've been there, and I have a heart for people that go through that. I've helped with sexual assault with children, and there's so many things. And whenever I was watching Andy the other day when she was talking about elderly, I love elderly people. I don't know, I just, and I'm not saying, oh, look at you, but when I see homeless people, I always think of you're entertaining angels unaware, and how important it is whenever there's people beside the road to be kind. It bothers me whenever people are mean to animals. I flew on helicopters fixed wing as a paramedic for 11 years. I've been a paramedic since 1986, and I can see people in a car wreck be hurt, and I can do the mechanic thing and try to fix people, but little animals, it kills me. It makes me cry. I couldn't watch Marley and Me. I can't do stuff like that because it's like, ooh, I cry so easily. So just a couple of things about myself. I've never had the adventures of some people. I always was in a small place, but lived a hard life. And but anyway, I'm at 13 minutes. Now I gotta go. I love you girls. And I'll talk to you later.